I ended up having some issues with James Ellis, who is Method Man and Redman's manager, over a Redman tour that I booked in Canada. All of the dates I've ever booked for Method Man on his own with Meth and Red together were always sold out, top-notch gigs with zero issues. However, Redman as a solo artist doesn't have the same value as what Method Man does in Canada, and several of the shows on the tour that I booked for Redman were bombing. Ticket sales were very poor, and on a handful of the other shows, he was playing to half-empty clubs. Instead of looking in the mirror and understanding that although Redman is a legend, he simply doesn't have the ability to sell as many concert tickets in Canada as Method Man. Certain artists and managers can't understand that 99% of musicians' values depreciate as they get older. Concert promoters were not going to pay the same amount for Redman in 2014 as they would in 1998 at the peak of his fame. The younger audience becomes less and less familiar with Redman's music, and so his ability to draw crowds decreases. Sir Isaac Newton explained, "What goes up must come down." The vast majority of rappers and managers I've worked with over the years struggle to grasp that concept. They are unwilling to accept that their artist's fame and value have decreased, and this is the reality of the music business. They instead point fingers elsewhere, and of course, that ends up being towards me. I showed up to the Toronto show I booked for Redman in March of 2014. I knew it was going to be the last time I would work with Redman or Method Man, so I wanted to take a parting gift of my own before I left the venue. While Redman was on stage, I went into his dressing room and took his bottle of Hennessy that he gets as part of his rider. I walked out the back door of the club, never spoke to Redman or Method Man or their manager Ellis ever again. However, I don't think I've ever enjoyed drinking a bottle of Henny over the next few days as much as I did that bottle.